talks about the toxic lady. Gloria Ramirez was a 31-year-old woman and mother who unfortunately was suffering from late-stage cervical cancer. But Gloria was a fighter, and she was going to do everything she had to do to survive and ensure that her children had a mother throughout their lives. But on February 19th, 1994, Gloria was rushed into the emergency room. She was extremely weak and confused, and her heartbeat was erratic. Now, immediately, doctors and nurses start working on her to stabilize her, get fluids into her, do the whole thing. But they did notice that her body emitted a strange oily sheen, and one of the nurses noted that Gloria's breath smelled fruity and also kind of like garlic. So a nurse goes to draw blood, right? Except for there's weird little crystals in the blood. Within minutes of Gloria getting into her ER room, a nurse collapses. In fact, it was the nurse who had just drawn her blood, Gloria's blood, collapsed, and she starts having a medical emergency. And as this nurse is passing out, another nurse starts having spasms and also having a medical emergency. In total, 23 people fell ill and 5 were hospitalized with severe symptoms. Unfortunately, Gloria Ramirez did pass away that night, but the chaos that ensued from Gloria's body and what she brought with her into this hospital was insane. So of course they do an autopsy and they can't figure out what the hell this stuff in her blood is, okay? And toxicologists can't match this substance with any known substance at all. And also her internal organs were so beyond damage, it wasn't something that the cervical cancer did. But remember at the beginning of the story how I told you that Gloria had that weird sheen on her skin? And how she would try to do anything possible to survive her cancer. Well, Gloria got into some home remedies to try to remedy her cancer. And one of those was using DMSO as a rub on her skin. Now, DMSO is dimethyl sulfoxide, which when mixed with oxygen, i.e. taken out of the bloodstream and having contact with the air, turns into dimethyl sulfate, which is mustard gas. Yeah. So when they took Gloria's blood, the blood mixed with the air created mustard gas in the middle of the emergency room. Let me know what you think about this story down below because it is wild.